Well, hello, everybody. My name is Bob Rombach. It is a beautiful night out here tonight in Grantsburg. The final game of the season. The regular season ends tonight for both of these teams. The postseason begins on Thursday for Grantsburg. Cumberland gets a first-round bye. They won't play till next week, but we are very excited to be with you. A couple of super fans out there, see if they catch on. See if they wave at some point here. Goob and Stacy with some of the best spots in the house. They don't have a softball game to announce tonight. I know everybody has loved listening to Goob and Stacy throughout the softball season. Of course, the softball team in action this week. The tournament has started. They are they got a first round bye. They're a number 1 seed. They're a favorite to get back to Madison. We're excited to watch them take that journey. Goob and Stacy have been there the whole time. So we're gonna take just a little bit of a break. As you can tell, we're on. There she is. Hey, Stacy. All right. All right. We'll stop embarrassing him now. Cumberland is out on the field, taking their warm-ups. While we wait for the pregame, let's take a look at the starting lineups. We'll just have them go through here like this. So these last couple screens with the record watch here, I understand if you're watching on a phone, there's not a chance you're going to be able to read what those say. But there's some guys on the baseball team this year that have a chance to make their mark in the record books. It's a little bit difficult. So many of the records came with, during summer ball where you can have, in a lot of cases, like twice as many, sometimes 3 times as many at-bats, even for regular starters. So depending on, like, that state, Grantsburg had a state team a couple of years. Those guys had an enormous number of at-bats. So when you're comparing averages and things, that's a little easier. But when you're comparing, like, raw hits, there's just no comparison. So to even get on the list is pretty admirable. There's a few guys looking to do just that. So we'll talk about that throughout the night. Want to welcome all of the Cumberland friends that we have watching tonight. Cumberland, a heck of a program. Joe Waite, one of the one of the big names in Wisconsin baseball, and always just a nice guy, good guy to work with and talk to. So I've always thought Cumberland baseball just a class act here. So a couple of Hall of Famers on the diamond tonight with Pete Johnson and Joe Waite. So exciting to see some strategery. I don't know how much strategery. Well, we will, because this is playoff week, so who's going to start pitching? How long do they pitch for? How much do we show? Because these two teams, as you can see on the screen right now, could possibly play next Tuesday, so you don't want to tip your hand too much. So there is the game within the game here. But the boys, they just want to come out and get a win. So we'll see how much of that that happens here. So yeah, so that's kind of the pre-game festivities. Hey, Nicky Poo, you want me to put you to work? You want to work? Oh, what do you do best, Nicholas? Trying to rope my brother into coming up onto the big platform here. Nick Rombach, everybody, he's going to be running the camera tonight for us. You know him from basketball season, from football season. Now that his daughter doesn't have a game tonight, he can come up and finally do his job. Volleyball. Oh, yeah, volleyball too. Yeah, volleyball too. Sorry. Yeah, it's tough. You're just going to have to use the force. Just follow the ball. Either that or put a microphone on. Huh? It is a yellow ball? Oh, yeah. Sorry, buddy. I know you can only hear one half of the conversation because my brother is so averse to putting his voice on the... But you might have heard his wheeze laugh just a moment ago. Yeah, don't hit me. What's that?
How was your balance?
How's my balance? My balance is good, pal. Here, I can turn this. Can you see that okay? Oh, what'd you do? The thing's broken now. This has happened twice, and I don't know what's going on. Canon camera. Deactivate. Activate. Weird. All right, so let's take a look at the starting lineups for these two squads. Really appreciate Cumberland. They put their batting averages in there, so that's what you see in that fourth column there. That was from WIS Sports. Oh, it's really hard to read the stuff there. Sorry. That's from WIS Sports. Mine are the Grantsburg ones, my tabulations. So take it with a grain of salt, but that's the two lineups. Ryan Lundmark will catch and lead off for the Beavers. David Olson, interestingly, David Olson has only played in 17 of the 23 games, but he is killing it. Leads the team in hits with, 6 fewer games played by 4. 3, I guess. Monty Peterson has 19. So he's batting second, playing first. Monty Peterson is batting third. Now you can see there we've got Cooper Shramsky and Monty Peterson both listed as pitchers. That's the information I got. So they're going to try a new strategy with 2 pitchers. Just kidding. They said one of them, they hadn't made a decision yet when they had printed off the starting lineups. So these are not the official starting lineups, but this is the batting order. Vaughn Johnson batting cleanup, playing left field. Uriah Johnson is the shortstop, batting 5th. Gavin Princeton is the third baseman, batting 6th. Nathan Schmidt is the second baseman. Bryce Colburn, and then Cooper Shramsky round out the top 9. Nick Hansen says, "Let's go Pirates." Let's go. As Cumberland takes their final throws around. For Grantsburg, it's Brock Matheny leading off. Caden Matheny. Grantsburg's really found a lineup that works here. They've won 6 out of their last 7, only losing to Division II Osceola last week. Zach Rombach batting third. He's playing really well. 481 batting average, leading the team in almost all statistical categories. Colton Lozier bats fourth. He's really getting hot here in the latter half of the season. Mark Seeger, one of the best first basemen you'll see. He bats fifth. Dane Lozier bats sixth and plays left field. Vinny Vogeland on second base. Levi Anderson at short. And Brady Gross on the hill tonight for Grantsburg. So special shout out to everybody on the bus heading to DC. 8th grade field trip in full effect here. Let's see, Life 360 it. If you're watching the game, anybody, I'd love to hear where you're at, how things are going. Is it smelly on the bus yet, or? So Nicholas, your wife, your daughter, my wife, my son, almost, I about said that, then a bunch of your grandkids, Dad. They're driving near Reynolds Road. Does anybody know where that is? It's in Ohio somewhere. No, it's not. Let's see, they're near Toledo. Near Toledo, so we'll check in with them from time to time. I know they're going to be watching. Both Missy and Renee have, at least I think that maybe those are the ones that I know of that are on the trip that have kids playing. So I'm sure they're watching. Nick Hansen says, "Let's go Pirates." All right. So again, final game of the regular season here. Cumberland looking to get to 500. They're 11-12. Grantsburg is 10-6 overall. They shake hands, a couple of Hall of Famers at home plate. And we're about ready to get this thing underway. Cumberland and Grantsburg. Wind is blowing in, I don't know. What do you think, Nick? 10 to 15 miles an hour? 7 to 8 to 10 miles an hour? Knots. Somewhere in there. Blowing in from left field. As the Pirates. Why is the camera getting all junky on me here? What is happening? This is like the third time it's... this doesn't happen. It's freezing on the screen, on my screen. So if you see it freeze on here, just let me know. Huh? Oh, can't you? Well, and then something's messed up here. This happened the other night. I couldn't figure it out. So, oops, that's not what we want. But I didn't have problems with the connectivity. So for this shot, can you see okay? So I like it kind of like that for most. Huh? You see what happened? We'll see what happens. And then you got the fast toggle, fast zoom and slow zoom up here. You know that. You remember? This was like 4 months ago. Then when, huh? I don't know. Is there a flash on that? Ah. Okay, stop joking. Making me nervous. That can be off. Okay.
Screen's black now.
Huh?
Echo.
Why can I hear it now? Why can I hear this? Oh my gosh. What is happening around here? Holy smokes. Maybe that's what the problem was. All right. Anyway, there is a ball game about to commence. Oh, we're just going straight for your own whatever you want to do. No, it's not. I'm just kidding. Are you going to get the throwdown? He is not. It was right on the money. You'll have to take my word for it. Nick just smiled. Thanks, Nick. Yeah, I was wondering when you were going to threaten. Haven't even had our first pitch yet, and he said he can go sit in the bleachers. Anyway, beautiful night for the game. Non-conference. Cumberland from the heart of North. They're in the middle of the pack there. Of course, St. Croix Falls. A glove? No, I got force field. Dad'll jump up and stop it first. He's a Marine. You're totally safe back there, weenie. All right, Brady Gross out of the windup. His first pitch to Lundmark. He squares a little bit, but pulls back. Ball one. And there's a ground ball left side, and it's between the wickets of Caden Matheny. So leadoff runner on. Caden has played, he's been very good at the plate. Third base is a place for improvement, but he is just a freshman. See if he can make up for it. A lot of game left. Throw over to first, not in time, but close. Runner goes. The throw down to second is almost in time. Good, fast, and he slid head first, and he might have met Levi's shin. Kind of stopped quickly there. Hopefully he's okay. That's some of the danger of sliding head first. Either that, maybe he just got a mouthful and eyes full of dirt. I bet that's really the case here. See if we can get him some water out there. But close play at second, but attaining second is Lundmark. Brady Gross, 4.50 ERA. He's pitched 14 innings, which is what, third most on the team. It doesn't look, well, hopefully he's going to be okay. They're laughing a little bit, smiling about something. Anyway, looks like he's okay, so that is good news, and the play can continue. This is David Olson. Olson batting .458 on the season. Mark Seeger in at first base. And the pitch from Brady. It's up in the air, and it'll go out of play, strike one. Look at that camera work. This guy. You can do what you want. Yeah, oh yeah, you're fine. I can move this over. I was expecting to do it myself. Didn't give him any room. Gross on the 0-1. That one's in the dirt. Rombach has to stop it. He runs away from the ball, but the runner goes back to second. I think he stopped it, but couldn't locate it right away. It's 1-2 strikes. Brady up 1-2. And the pitch. Ground ball chopped. Two hopper to Vinny. Vinny over to first, and there's one away. Runner does move to third base on the two hopper to Vinny, and that runner got on via an error. So Monty Peterson will bat. Peterson, a .257 hitter. Brady sets and delivers high. The 1-0, low. 2 balls and no strikes, one away. Runner 90 feet from pay dirt here in the top of the first inning. pitch is high, 3-0. This is an automatic take. No, it is not. It's ripped into left field on the 3-0. It takes a rough hop, but Dane Lozier keeps it in front, and that's a run for the Beavers on a 3-0 pitch, raking it into left field. He knew he was going to get one to hit, and one of the best hitters, the number 3 spot's generally reserved for your best hitter. And that'll bring up number 4, Vaughn Johnson. Already 1-0 Cumberland. Brady, that's golfed down the left field line, foul. .257 batter is Johnson, runner on first. See if there's anything cooking here. He looks pretty speedy. Well, he's skinny anyway. Throw to first. Mark Seeger digging one out. Boy, that would have hit him right in the sternum if Mark wouldn't have grabbed it. When you're diving back to first, kids, look to right field. Just missing, 1-1. Look out towards right field so you don't take one in the teeth. Gross surveying, and the pitch. Curveball ripped, and it's another base hit. Every hit has gone to the left side of the infield, and Cumberland raking pretty good here in the first part of the first inning. Uriah Johnson, the shortstop, a sophomore, will bat now. He's a .238 hitter. And he's got runners on first and second with one out. Seeger way up in the infield, expecting potentially a bunt. He's still sneaking up. You can see it. Throw back to second is fake. And sitting down on second base was Monty Peterson. Here you can zoom out so you can get the runner. And the pitch, it is a bunt, taken, throw down to third. I didn't hear anybody yelling, and the throw is late to third base. And a ball called on that. So runners on second and third now. Grantsburg in a bit of a jam here. Runners in scoring position, only one away. That's a fly ball. That's what Grantsburg wants. It's pretty shallow. Over is Lozier. Dane takes it. There might be a play at the plate depending on the throw. It is hard to see where that missed, but Rombach was in front of the plate, thought about throwing it down, but a run scores, making it 2-0 on the tag. 2 away now. And the pitch, that one is high. Gavin Prinzen, third baseman. I see he pitches too, 220 batter. That one's low. Late swing on that one, and now it's 2 balls and a strike. 2 away, still a runner at third as Peterson. This is Prinzen. Schmidt will bat next, and then Colburn in the hole for Cumberland. That one's a big bender. Nope. I guess he was swatting a mosquito on his wrist. I thought he was going to punch him out, but that would be weird too, because that's would have only been ball 2 or strike 2. 3 balls and a strike. Inside, ball 4. Struggles continue here in the first inning for Grantsburg. 2-out walk issued, and now there's runners at the corners. Nathan Schmidt now bats. 232. So none of these guys are, I mean, I shouldn't say none of them. There's one guy hitting over 300 for Cumberland, but there the runner goes. Ground ball, and it's going to be foul. Caden got that one. So the runner retreats, strike one. Big lead at first base. Gross takes a look at him. Yeah, a nice lead. Not a huge lead, I guess. And they're not going. That one's in the dirt. Rombach stops. Ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Grantsburg has had some trouble with this situation. First and third, kind of just the communication or who's covering what. See what happens here, because that is a stealing lead. And here he goes. Ripped towards second. Vinny won the one-hop backhand, and he gets it. Nice play by Vinny Vogeland. And that's not working. That's cool. Shoot. All right. Oh, heavens, of course we did that. That's just... Yeah, I'm a professional, everybody. So, center.
Do you have difficulty sleeping, severe sore throats, or constant snoring? It may be time for you to visit Burnett Medical Center's ear, nose, and throat specialist, Dr. Freumovich. He works with adults and children to diagnose and treat various conditions of the ear, nose, throat, and related structures of the head and neck. Conditions range from reoccurring ear infections to difficulty breathing and sleeping. Sign up for a better tomorrow with a treatment plan that works for you and your health.
pitch. Just missing, ball 2. So, like I was saying, and perhaps you couldn't hear me, I am a professional. I did just mute myself for Lord knows how long you couldn't hear me. You're welcome for the break. Here's the pitch. That's a fly ball right field. Zach gets underneath it. It should be a can of corn for the right fielder, and it is. There's 2 away. Didn't come close? Okay, that's okay. I don't know. I wasn't watching. I was watching out there. It's tough. Use this as like a scope. That's how I've... So with 2 outs, runner on first base, here's Lozier. They throw over to first, and Caden is up off the ground, still looking at the ball, but he's going to come into second safely. So wild throw, an error gives Grantsburg a runner in scoring position, and Dane Lozier will bat. Sorry, Colton Lozier. Huh? Another reason to look out to right field, see where the ball went. Lozier ready, here's the pitch. Grounded into the dirt and foul. That one's ripped up the middle, and Caden might be able to score the ball, and Grantsburg will get one of the runs back. Colton with an RBI single, and Grantsburg on the board here, 2-1. And as I was looking down, Colton took second base. Some good base running from Colton Lozier. That brings up Mark Seeger. Grantsburg trying to tie it up here. A base hit should do it. Colton is pretty fleet of foot. Tied for the lead in steals on the team. Here's the pitch. That one's high. Yep, it's high strike. Two away. Grantsburg gets one back. That one's flared into center field, and the center fielder over and making the catch. And the center fielder is Cooper Schramsky. So Grantsburg does get a run back. 1 run on a couple of hits and 1 left on at the end of a full inning of play. It's Cumberland 2, Grantsburg 1. You're watching it here on We Are Grantsburg. We are back, and we have sound. We gotta celebrate the little things. It's like when you make a to-do list. I write a lot of things that I've already done before I did the to-do list, so I could, check them off. It's important to have a positive mental attitude, Nick. Why are you scowling at me? Your face looks really mad at me. Sorry. It's just the way he looks, I guess. All right, we get set to hit the bottom or the top of the second inning. It's the 8-9 batters, Bryce Colburn and Cooper Schramsky, and then Ryan Lundmark. Inside, ball 1. Fouled away, strike 1. Colburn, 185 hitter. Big curveball. Wow, that was a huge bender for Gross working ahead, 1-2. Swing and a miss, and he gets his first strikeout of the night. One out here in the top of the second inning.
Now batting number 8, Cooper Shramsky.
Did we just lose signal again? Inside, ball one. High. This happened at graduation too. I lost all. You don't need to look. I know we dropped everything, Dad. Here's the pitch. Strike. 2-1. It says I'm connected and secure. Why? There's a little flare into left field, and Dane Lazier dives for it. Can't get it. A single. Slipped and fell. Well.
Now batting number 14, Ryan Lundberg.
Why is this happening? Problems. All right, looks like we might be back. Hopefully we're back. This is unbelievable. I'm losing connection as we speak. I don't understand what's happening here. That's a ball low. And it looks like it's still on. Doggone it. Can you see it, Dad? Is it on? There's a ball hitting into left center, and Brock Matheny! Looks like he dropped it. Close to coming up with a great play there, but did not work out. And there's runners on first and third. Are we back live? Can you guys see and hear? Shoot a comment to me if you're all good here. The same thing happened during graduation. It just all of a sudden lost connection. I have to look a little more. Runner goes to second. The throw down is cut off, and runner didn't go. I believed it. I thought it was going all the way down to second. And we're still dropping frames like crazy. What the heck? I'm going to rig up my other Wi-Fi option here. They're there. All right, what are we at here? 2 balls and no strikes. 2 outs. That ball gets away. There might be a play. The throw for home. Oh, he missed it. Ball trickled away. The throw was in time, but Gross couldn't glove it. And another run scores. And there goes all my internet. What the heck? One. Here's a strike. This is not responding either. Interesting. We got all sorts of mess here, guys. Bear with me. Runner goes. Ball is flared towards us and out of play. get something going here. Runner goes. Throw down to second is cut off. All right, we're getting close here. Top of the second inning, one. So hopefully that'll take care of some things. There's a ground ball left side, and it's through into left field. And that's going to be interference. The runner is going to go home, and the throw is spiked. And the ball gets away to the backstop, and all heck is broken loose. Throw down to third, safe at third. Just a circus. There was a collision in the baseline. Caden Matheny and the base runner collided. And so is that, I heard the Cumberland guys saying interference. Is that interference? Or does the runner have to avoid does the defense have the right to the ball or what? Caden is gonna, looks like he's just gonna come right out of the game. So boomstick, tuck your back pocket in, boom. It looks like a little. So Caden Matheny injured on that. See, we're still having problems. Could be because this is trying to pump out two streams. Let's see if I can do something here. I can't. Shoot. No, you're fine. Just leave it. All right, well, we're going to keep trying to do it this way. Between innings, I'm going to maybe have to restart the stream at a lower setting because we're having so many issues. I think there's people standing between me and the Wi-Fi. This one's a pop-up behind third base. Levi Anderson goes over and makes the catch, but it is 6-1. Sorry, I've been working on so many problems here that missed a whole bunch of stuff that was going on the field, but not a good inning for Grantsburg. Ooh, boy. Be interesting to sort that one all out. 8 batters came to the plate. 4 runs come across. How many hits did they have? 3 hits for them. And oof. All right, give me a second here. If you're watching, you're gonna have to. We're gonna have to probably restart stuff, but I'll try to get it back into the same stream. So I think we're back up on YouTube. I'm gonna have to put together another one on Facebook. So if you're on YouTube, I think you're okay. Actually, we might just stick to YouTube. Yeah, I think we'll stick to YouTube just because my internet source is not strong. So I'll just put a thing on. Let's see. Share this to Dane Lozier. First pitch popped up. Shallow right field, and 1 pitch and 1 out. After a big inning, Grantsburg goes down quietly on the first one.
Batter's number 11, Vinny Mosley.
All right, hopefully that'll work. Vinny Vogelin now bats, and he takes strike 1. We'll get all the stuff figured out here in a second. Fouled away, strike two. All right, thank you everybody for your patience. I think we're up and running here. So the pitch, ball outside. That one's hit to the right side. Backhand, the throw to first is not in time. Safe. And the ball gets tangled in Vinny's feet, but he'll stay there. And we're going to call that a single. He had the throw beat. And Grantsburg again gets somebody on with one out. And now Dane Lozier bats. Is it? Oh, my bad. Oh, yeah, Dane already batted. Levi Anderson. Here we go. Yeah, that was Vinny. The pitch, that misses high. That one also misses high, ball two. The 2-0, also high. One away, Vinny Vogeland on first base. It's a 6-1 lead for Cumberland. And a 4-pitch walk to Anderson. And the Pirates have something going here in the bottom half of the second inning. Brady Gross bats. Brady, the starting pitcher tonight. And Caden's getting carted off. Looks like he took a shot to the face. He's got some ice up alongside his nose under his right eye. So he's going to go get some attention. Normally Renee would take care of that kind of thing, but she is en route to Washington, D.C. on the 8th grade field trip. Fouled away and out of play. Strike two, 0-2. One away. Runners on first and second for the Pirates. Outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Very modest lead at second. Swing and a miss. That ball's in the dirt, but he can't go anywhere. Brady, there's a guy on first. You're out. Good hustle, but he is out. Strike 3. And there's 2 away. Now Brock Matheny will bat, followed by Daniel Nelson in for Caden Matheny. Really short lead at second. This pitch is low and away. The pitch, swing and a miss at a, looked like a slider that broke a little early, but Matheny couldn't hold back on that one. 1-1. Ball outside, 2-1. The 2-1. And it's a strike on the inside corner. Had him moving out of the way, but it caught the corner, and it's 2-2. 6-1, the Beavers on top here in the top of the second inning. They've earned some, but Grantsburg's really. There's a little flare with 2 outs, an easy catch for the first baseman. So nothing doing there. Grantsburg gets a couple guys on, but can't make anything happen there in the bottom of the second. So after 2 innings of play, it's 6-1 Cumberland. Say thank you to another sponsor. All right, we head to the top of the third inning. Cumberland to bat again. Brady Gross out there. He's up to 48 pitches pitched through 2 innings, so keep an eye on that one. Grantsburg, both these teams, actually no, not both these teams, just Grantsburg plays. Cumberland had got a bye. We can take a look here. Here's the bracket. Cumberland, the number 2 seed, they don't play until next Tuesday, so a week from tomorrow, but Grantsburg plays on Thursday, so they do kind of have to keep their eye on pitch count here for Brady. Not sure Brady's going to. Well, they're going to want to keep him under 75 pitches so that he can definitely play on or pitch on Thursday. But I would imagine the Pirates will either have Colton Lozier or Levi Anderson out on the hill to start against Barron.
For Cumberland this inning, number 5, Nathan Schmidt.
So Nathan Schmidt will bat. He's the number 7 batter in the lineup. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Grounded to Vinny to end the first inning at second base. Fouled away. Gross working ahead here, 0-2. Nick, what's your favorite pitch? One that doesn't hit you. Okay, that's better than my favorite pitch, which was just strike 1. Why do you gotta pee in my Fruit Loops? Here's the 0-2. What's that? My claim to fame? Do you want a microphone to tell?
I just wondered if you told them.
What is my claim to fame?
Getting hit by Jared.
Oh, getting hit by Jared. That may or may not be true, but I always claim that I got hit by Jared Washburn. This ball is up, maybe playable. Zach ranging back, and it hits the netting above the bleachers. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Yeah, I used to say that. I used to believe that, but then I don't know. Jared was obviously a heck of a baseball player here. He was a better hitter than a pitcher in high school, I would say. I don't know if he'd say that or if Rusty'd say that, but that ball misses high. That's kind of what we thought as a crew in Grantsburg, but he was good at both. I mean, give me a break. We could never beat him. Here's the pitch. Chin music, and it's ball 3, 3-2. So Brady was working ahead, and now it's a full count. Nobody out. Grantsburg just scuffling here, not playing good baseball. And they could sure use a strikeout here. That's a rip into left field. Dane Lozier plays it on the hop, gets it in quickly, but another solid single. And there's one aboard here in the top of the third inning.
Number 21, Bryce Colburn.
Colburn now bats. This is the number 8 batter in the lineup. The mosquitoes have found us up here in our perch. Throw to first, safe. Gross sets, and he delivers inside. Brady a little bit more deliberate, takes a little bit of time. Not terribly bad, but seen guys work a little faster. Sets and delivers. That one's high. Throw down to first, and he's safe. Rombach not afraid to chuck it down there. He has 7 assists like that. 7 guys thrown out on the base paths from his catcher position, which is one of those records that he's flirting with. That's hit deep down the left field line, but it's going to go way foul. That was a blast, but just a loud foul, or loud strike, I mean. That had to be I don't know if you could pick that up, but it was like somebody from the crowd was like, straighten it out. Like he was doing something wrong. He blasted it. Modest lead at first. Gross will deliver home. That's in the dirt. Rombach with the stop. Three balls and 1 strike. Ball 4. A hit and a walk to start the 3rd inning, and this one's just yucky. And Pete Johnson's going to come out. That's 60 pitches for Brady Gross. His night's going to be over, I think. Maybe. Yep. As Boomstick's going to come in and bat. While Daniel Nelson comes in to bat, we're going to take a quick break. Thank you to another one of our sponsors, Burnett Medical Center.
Patients at Burnett Medical Center are able to receive all of their care here within the community. I'm Gretchen Garavak. I'm a nurse practitioner at Burnett Medical Center, and I think that patients should choose Burnett Medical Center for continuity of care. I've worked at larger facilities in the past, and I feel that here at Burnett Medical, the care is more personalized, and you're not just a number. It's a feeling of community, a sense of community, and not many people have that.
And back to Grantsburg at 6-1 Cumberland, and they are threatening again a pitching change coming up here for the Pirates, as Daniel Nelson will take the rubber for the Pirates. I have some information about Daniel, if I can find it in my stack of stuff here. Oh, that reminds me of a guy I miss a lot. All right, here we go. ERA for Daniel, 7.94, but that's a little deceiving. He got off to a bad start. He's been pitching really well since, in spots. Like he an inning here, 2 innings there, but he's gotten that ERA down. His WHIP is 1.59. You like to see it at about 1.5. That's walks and hits per inning pitch. So Daniel, he is a junk ball pitcher, and we have another issue. God dang. Here we go. All right, we didn't miss any action, y'all. So nobody out here in the top of the 3rd. Pete had to pull the plug on Brady Gross. And that puts Carter Luke at 3rd base with Caden Matheny out of commission. I didn't see him come back yet. Tough situation for Daniel. He laid down a perfect bunt. Daniel off the mound, and he's going to just toss it down to Mark Seeger. There's Joe Waite being a smart cookie. He was looking at the pitching, looking at how Daniel finished his mobility, I think, and said, hey, we can get potentially a bunt single here, and he did. That brings up the top of the order with nobody out. Here's a flare over first base. That's going to score probably 2. Lozier in at right field. He's going to fire it in, and 2 runs will score. And this is getting to, oops, I did the wrong thing there. Okay, there we go. Still the top of the third, and this is a massacre right now, 8-1. Runners on first and third, nobody out. Haven't had a lot of, loud sounding singles, but they're finding their way into the grass here for Cumberland, and you put on top of that a bunch of kicking around by Grantsburg, especially at one point last inning where Caden got hurt. Ball just going everywhere. This is David Olson. The throw down to second is caught. Good job by Levi. Levi has to throw home, and it's off the mark. So the throw to second was off the mark. Levi was able to track it down, but then he kind of he took a while to register that there's a guy on third. You got to be aware. Now, that throw wasn't very good from Zach. He's been very good this year on it, but when it rains, it pours, I guess. That was a ball 1, too, just to add a little bit of salt to the wound. Olson will continue his at-bat with a runner on second now. The pitch, fouled away, strike 1. So Cumberland's had first and third. I don't know, was that the third or fourth time today? Every other time Zach has thrown it short to Vinny. That time he let it fly down to second base. That one's low. And it was hard for me to see if Levi had gotten there in time or if he was kind of running and caught it at the base. So his momentum carried him towards second. Fly ball left field foul and out of play. 2 balls and a strike. Wait, 2 balls and 2 strikes now. David Olson, Cumberland's best hitter, on paper anyway. The pitch, that one flies. He grounded out to Vinny in the first, singled and scored a run in the second. Olson did. The pitch, there's a fly ball, center field. Should be easy for Brock. Runner is tagging at second. He's not going to go. Brock Matheny with a perfect throw to third base, though. There's a positive for Grantsburg. And there's one away. Runner stays at second base. And now Monty Peterson. Peterson's been on twice, both via singles, and he scored in the first 2 innings. Just one away here in the top of the third. Another run has come across. Throw down to second. Safe. Ripped into right field. It stays up, but in front of Lozier. Lozier's going to throw home, and it is cut off by Nelson, and the runner stays at first. So another solid single, and it's first and third again. This game is just getting away from the Pirates, but that was maybe one of the most solid hits we've had. Monty Peterson with his 3rd single of the game. Will they go? Not this time. That one's fouled away and out of play. Well, hello. Fouled away again. Chomping at the bit. This is Vaughn Johnson, Uriah Johnson on deck. Senior-sophomore combo. Still first and third. The runner does go here. Throw down to second. That one's cut back off. There's a ball on the pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Left side, bounces and finds its way into center field or left field. Another one just between third and short, and another run scores for Cumberland. It's a very familiar tune right now. 10-1.
Next batter's number 1, Uriah Johnson.
High. So again, these two teams may play again next Tuesday. Cumberland got the bye. Grantsburg has to get by Barron to head to Cumberland on Tuesday. The pitch popped up. This should be an easy play, and Mark Seeger does make the play, 2-away. So in a game like this, especially with the way it's going, definitely don't want to tip your hand on too much. Grantsburg's only been through the order once plus 1. So only 10 guys have batted, and they're about to get 10 run here. Now you have to wait till Grantsburg gets the bat through the 5th inning. We're already in the top of the 3rd. It's almost halfway. That one's too high. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. The pitch. Not sure where that was, but it was not a strike. That's popped high into the air behind second base. Vinny Vogelin now reacting and making the catch at the grass for the Pirates, and that one comes to an end mercifully. Another bunch of runs come in for Cumberland, 4 runs in this 3rd inning, and it is getting messy out there for the Pirates. Cumberland doing everything right. Pirates looking to start, and you're watching it here on We Are Grantsburg. Here's Physical.
At Physical Therapy and Balance Centers, it's our job to make the complex simple. When your life is sidelined by an injury, surgery, or a condition keeping you from doing what you love, our services aim to get you pain-free and fully functioning. We truly care about our patient outcomes, helping you achieve your goals and improve your quality of life. Physical Therapy and Balance Centers. Love your life.
All right, welcome back. Middle of the 3rd inning. Thank you again to all of our sponsors. You see them along the bottom of the screen as we head to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Pirates have their 2-3-4 batters up, but it's Daniel Nelson in for Caden Matheny. Daniel really picking it up here. He's kind of a once-in-a-while player in the first 5-6 games, but he's really proved himself out there and has done a good job hitting the ball. As you can see, 235, and he's on the up. Gets on base almost half the times he comes to the plate, which coincidentally is right now. Not a coincidence, Nick. I had it planned. Nothing. So Nelson, Grantsburg trying to get their first leadoff guy on, swing and a miss. First leadoff guy swings. That's consistent. Swings at the first pitch. Only 34 pitches, 35 now, and it's another strike. I don't know what percent strikes this kid's throwing, but it's high. This is Monty Peterson just up there, gets up on the hill, throws the ball, throws it across, generally speaking. Here's the pitch, and a little oopsie check swing, and stays 0-2. is a ground ball. He's got a long ways to go. Third baseman comes up with it. The throw over is in time. And Daniel is out for out number 1. And that'll bring up Zach Rombach with nobody on and 1 away.
Now betting number 3, Zach Rombach.
Zach flied out to right field in his first at bat. Here's the pitch. This one's fouled, and that'll be out of play, strike 1. Zach's been driving the ball. Here's the pitch. Strike on the outside corner, strike 2. Chasing 500. He's at 481 and is 0 for 1 today. That one's ripped up the middle. That'll help him out. And he has now been safe in every single game this year. He's had 1 game where he didn't get a hit. He was 0 for 2 and walked twice. So a very good year for Zach. But I know he would sure like to be a little bit closer in this game. 1 away. How'd that happen? Grounder. Oh, that is a fair ball. And that's going to be extra base as it gets caught in the corner. Rombach's going to score from first. There might be a play at third. The throw down to third is not in time. And Lozier gets his first extra base hit of the year. And it's a triple and an RBI. I think he's got both RBIs here tonight. And a big right down the first base line. And Grantsburg scores, making it 10-2. That brings up Mark Seeger, and he will take ball 1. Runner on third, 1 out. Hi, how are you? And the pitch in the dirt. No, not quite in the dirt, but still low. Ball 3. 3 balls and no strikes to Mark Seeger. He's got the go-ahead to crank away here if he sees one he likes. It's 10-2. He's one of your best hitters. Makes sense. Here's the 3-0, and it's not where he liked it. In fact, he gets the walk. And Grantsburg getting a little bit of business here as looks like a coach might be coming out to talk to Monty. 45 pitches in, and they're going to talk about first and third here, and maybe, I don't think this is their head. It is not their head coach, so probably won't see a pitching change at the moment.
Crap.
What'd you do?
I didn't do anything. Went dead.
Is that music yours?
I got an incoming call, but can't see the screen. Does nothing.
You might have just answered it.
Hello.
Well, Dad's phone is broken. We must just be in the Bermuda Triangle of tech here. Long meeting, up 10-2 at the mound. The Jeopardy music gets played. You don't see the umpire have to come out and break it up too often in high school. But what is there to talk about there? Again, all respect to Cumberland, but jeeves, you should have a couple things to say and get out. Mark goes. Dane takes. Mark safe, and Grantsburg has runners on first and second and third. Was that what they were talking about? Don't throw it down? Don't throw it down. How's your arm feeling? Oh, good, coach. All right, don't throw it down. Any plans this week? Congratulations on your graduation. I'm just kidding. I'm making stuff up. Mighty swing, but comes up empty. Nothing in 2. To Lozier. Runners on second and third, and a ground ball. That's going to score a run at least. The throw to first is in time. Good gun. Uriah Johnson, the sophomore, with a missile. So there's 2 away. Another run scores for Grantsburg, and it's 10-3. So the Pirates with a little fight in them here in the bottom of the third inning. Now can they pitch themselves out of the top of the fourth? Is it a squeeze? It is not. It's a swing and a miss, though, by Vinny. I was just, I would be very surprised if there was a squeeze on right now, but Mark was looking a little antsy over there at third. The pitch. Outside to Vinny, strike for Zach. Yeah, I'm just kidding. I can't tell inside or outside from this angle. The height was definitely good. Fouled away. 1 ball and 2 strikes, 2 away. That one sails. 2-2. Three and 2. Full count. Runner on third base, 2 away. A couple runs have come in. Swing and a miss, and the inning is over. So 2 runs come in. Both Rombach and Lozier score. And it's 10-3 at the end of 3 innings of play. You're watching it here on We Are Grantsburg.
My career journey started at Northwood Technical College. I'm a business management graduate, and I'm proud of my education here. I transferred to a 4-year college where I earned a bachelor's in management, then went on to law school. I'm now an attorney and chief operating officer of a sovereign nation wealth fund. I work remotely across the country providing business resources for 2 tribes. I chose to start my education at Northwood Tech because I could earn credits towards my bachelor's. All associate degrees have a 4-year path. Choose your path and experience success.
All right. Daniel Nelson back out there for the Pirates. Hope Caden Matheny is feeling all right. He took a shot, got run into, actually. But that is runner interference. Good throw down by Rombach. So that guy got to go home, and then the ball was still live, and people didn't realize it. The throw home was late to get the second guy, so 2 runs came in on that play, which should have been an inning ender potentially. It's Brady Gross at third base. I think I said Carter Luke earlier, but it's Brady Gross at third. And here's the pitch, swinging and a roller through the grass. Levi Anderson up with it, and there's 1 away. That was Nathan Schmidt, and now it'll be Bryce Colburn, followed by Cooper Shramsky. 7, 8, 9 batters. And now a bit of a delay. I think there might be a substitution. This looks like it's Troy Majewski coming in to bat in his spot. He was playing right field, but he was getting DH'd for, but now he's going to get a chance to hit. 7-run lead. Coach Waite puts him in. And he gets hit. Jeez. All right. So runner on first and 1 out. Comes in, first pitch he sees, nails him. So he gets the run. And now it's Shramsky. So the whole getting the substitution in all the books took longer than the actual appearance. Throw to first is safe. Daniel getting sneaky out there on the rubber. Or technically he wasn't on the rubber, but on the mound. The pitch popped up. That might be in play. Gross chasing and can't quite get to it. It was in play, but very difficult play. No balls and a strike. Shramsky, and then the top of the order again. That one's popped up, fouling out of play. Another strike. Nothing in 2. Megan, come up here. Megan, why don't you come up here? Do it. It's so much easier. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner on first base. This is the number 9 batter. 10-3 the score. That one's in the dirt. Big lead. Another one down. One got by Zach's glove, but it hit him in the shin guard, kind of fortuitously. Got the block there. Daniel does throw some spinny stuff, so one of the tougher guys to catch, Zach said. Not because he's bad, just because it's hard to predict sometimes. That one's ripped up the middle, and it's through right over the base. And a base hit for Shramsky. Just finding the holes Cumberland is here. I can hear that through the mic. First and second now, first pitch, and Levi comes up with that flip, throw, safe, but a nice play by Levi to stick with that one and get the nice flip. And there's an out on the base paths, and there's 2 away. That was Ryan Lundmark, and now David Olson bats. First pitch swinging, and he knifes one over the shortstop. These hits are just something. Another RBI single, and they're not getting all of the ball. They're just flaring them into the field. It's crazy. I think he's he's 2 for 4 now, Olson. But kind of seeing eye hits here for Cumberland. That one's high in the air. See if Zach can track it down against the fence, and he does, right in front of the Cumberland fans, and that is it. But it's 11-3. Cumberland doesn't know how to not score in an inning, and as we head to the bottom of the 3rd inning, it's an 8-run lead for the Beavers. Grantsburg scored a couple last inning. They are not keeping pace by any means, so another run scored for Cumberland. Their book looks really messy, Dad. Appreciate my dad doing all these home games. Nick popping up here. His daughter's not playing softball tonight. Did they have practice even?
Yep.
They're done with practice. Oh, yeah. Some of them are over here, I see. Carly and Megan, I can see. Here, let's see if we can spot some. I don't know. There's Megan. That's Carly. They both were on the team last year that won state softball.
Very good.
Whoa. Or on the Excalibur. What are you yelling about, Dad? Oh. That looks, I don't know. I see Nate Johnson, of course. He's here all the time. A super fan. I'm sure Jerry is, who's sitting to his right. Well, there you go. Thanks, Nick. Cumberland fans. There's some Grantsburg Pirates. Huh? Really close. Extreme close-up. Well, thank you all for kind of bearing with the doggone tech issues. Finally got internet down here, like real adult internet, like Wi-Fi with like good download and upload speeds, but no. Just too good to be true, Nick. But we'll take it. So thank you all for calm down. It's different shows, Nicholas. Yeah. All right, still out there pitching is Monty Peterson. Here's the first pitch. Monty's up to 54 pitches. You can pitch 100 in a game, and boy, he is being quite efficient here today. There's a strike. Ball one, strike one. This is Levi Anderson, and then Brady Gross will bat. Two balls and a strike to Levi. Swing and a miss at a curve ball, or maybe a slider. 2-2. Ground ball, that's going to maybe stay fair. It's like a bunt. The throw to first is in time. Nice scoop by Olsen, and Anderson out by a step. There's one away. Brady Gross now. Fouled away. Brady 0 for 1, struck out in the second inning. All but 3 Cumberland Beavers have been up 4 times. This is the end of the second trip through for Grantsburg. 1 ball and a strike. That one's a pop fly behind her, right on the dirt grass border. And there's 2 away. That brings up Brock Matheny. 0 for 2 as Brock grounded out to second and popped up to first in the second. High. Low. There's been 1 walk issued here by Peterson, I think. Maybe, oh no, I see 2. 2 walks. Here's the pitch. Jammed him, but he nubs it up the middle, and it just goes underneath the glove. He was trying to maybe pick it up a little early, but Brock Matheny on via error. And the Pirates, I think they've had a guy on every inning. Oh no, last thing they didn't get somebody on. Or did they? Yeah, they did. Every inning they've had a guy on. Yeah, they scored 2 last inning. Brock with a big lead. He's going to go. Daniel takes. Throw down to second is late, and Brock steals second. Daniel Nelson 0 for 1. I think it was 1-3, the scoring play, the pitch. That one is hit and over the head of the shortstop. Looked like he might have had a chance. Brock wants to score. The throw to the plate is on time, and he is safe as the ball comes out of the catcher's glove. Man, that was a good throw out in left field by Cooper Shramsky, right on target, but he wasn't able to hold on to it at home, and that's a run for Grantsburg.
Number 3, Zach Rombach.
So Boomstick delivers, and now Zach Rombach will bat with 2 away. Yeah, see the shortstop out there jumping like, looked like he had a chance at it. Uriah Johnson out at short. Pinch runner in for Boomstick. Actually, probably courtesy runner. That's Carter Luke. Rombach bats 1 for 2. That one is ripped to the gap and caught. Solid hit, maybe the hardest hit ball of the night, but taking about 5 steps to his left into the gap, and Zach is retired. But Grantsburg scores again, 11-4 the score. It'll be 4, 5, 6, Johnson and Princeton. So not a very talkative crew tonight out on internet land here. Is anybody, actually, you know what? I think maybe once I restart it, I have to do something else here. Where are you guys watching from tonight? I'd love to hear from you. I know some of you are watching on the 8th grade field trip to DC. And Daniel Boomstick Nelson back out on the hump for Grantsburg. He's given up a few hits, nothing that I'd say is extremely sharply hit. There might have been one that was hit pretty hard. But everything else kind of finding their way between fielders or in front of an outfielder and behind an infielder. It's just been that kind of day. There's a nice hit. That'll be a solid single to center. That one kind of took an odd bounce, more slid. Brock with good reactions to get his glove down. And again, a runner on. There's Vaughn Johnson, now Uriah Johnson. He is, yeah, he's kind of limping out there. So both Matheny's heading to the ER today. Just kidding, not the ER. Hopefully. Actually, I haven't seen Caden come back, so. But he had some ice up on his cheek, his right cheek. Too high. Runner goes. Ground ball. That's going to take away the double play. In fact, it's going to go underneath Anderson's glove. So the steal put the pressure on, and Anderson couldn't come up with it. I think he was worried about if he was going to be able to make the out at second. That ship had sailed, but it was still on his mind. So another error for Grantsburg, and that's first and second now for Cumberland. Ball one. Ball two. Popped up. That is going to be out of play. Jared Gross. Oh, almost. Almost had it. Another 20 feet or so. There you go. He said he didn't want to make an error. That is wisdom. That is experience. That's veteran. That's luck. He didn't want me to get on his case on the air. Got a hammy. Strike. Daniel fooled him a little bit on that breaking ball, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Still runners on first and second, nobody out. Too high. This is Princeton followed by Schmidt. They called him out on strikes on that one. That looked low and inside, but Daniel gets the strikeout, and there's one away. That brings up Nathan Schmidt. That one's in the dirt, stopped by Rombach. Ripped, shortstop, makes a play, flip to Vinny, the turn, and with the scoop. And some positivity here to end the top of the 5th inning, a 6-4-3 double play. And at the end of, wait a second, Dad. Move your hand. No runs in the inning, and it stays 11-4. Just having fun, guys. It's okay. We head to the bottom of the 5th inning, and it'll be 4-5-6. So Colton, and then Mark, and then Dane. Colton hit an RBI triple right down the first baseline. And then it kind of rolled around in the corner, scoring Zach from first. Colton with a headfirst sliding triple. And it was just really interesting because he's had a lot of hits this year, but no extra base hits, and they're an RBI triple to break off of that schneid on the last game of the year, of the regular season, I should say. 19 singles for Colton. And he's got 2 hits today, another single and a triple. So he's having a nice night. 2 RBIs for him. It was at one time, it counted for all the runs batted in for the Pirates. Oh. Oh. Beautiful day to be at the ballpark tonight. Eric Satterlin providing some fun music between half innings and occasional taunts when the coach takes too long on the mound meeting with his pitcher with Jeopardy music. part of the playlist for him. Middle of this one taking a little longer. It's Nathan Schmidt in now. Nathan Schmidt will pitch.
Leading off for the Pirates, number 9, Colton Lozier.
Nathan, one of their regulars. He does have a 6.0 ERA. Here's the pitch to Colton. He flares that one off and out of play. Another one into the field. That one's jammed him, and a little flare to shortstop. Cumberland's been hitting their flares about 30 feet farther than Grantsburg. And there's one away.
Number 4, Mark Caesar.
I'm just glad that I'm not shivering. I'm in shorts and a t-shirt tonight. Beginning of the season was brutal. Brutal. Stacy Coy just thawed out from the first game of the year. Mark Seeger goes down, and there's 2 away. Just a ground ball to shortstop.
Now batting number 8, Dane Lozier.
Here's Dane Lozier. Takes a curveball for strike 1. Dane 0 for 2 on the day. Nice looking pitch there. Started in the zone and broke away. 0-2 to Dane. Vinny Vogeland on deck. That one sailed. 7-run lead for Cumberland. Scored 2 in the first, 4 in the second, 4 in the third. And that ball scooped up. Will he get every out? He will. Yeah, he was out. So, much to the chagrin of Dane Lozier and the Grantsburg Pirates, Dane is retired at first base. A 1-2-3 inning for Cumberland, their first 1-2-3 inning of the game. And at the end of 5 innings of play, it's still 11-4. We've been through all of our awesome advertisers who do video ads. Much appreciated. Of course, you can see on the bottom, scrolling all through the game, the all of our advertisers, all of our sponsors, as we call them, because they really do. They're sponsors, man. We can't do this without them. Seriously, had a call from an athletic director today, just trying to find out how to maybe get around the WIAA fees. I said, you can't. They're like the IRS. Just kidding. They're easy to work with, but it's expensive to do playoff games, and every playoff game is a good amount of money to be laid out. So our sponsors take care of that for us. This is Troy Majewski, followed by Cooper Shramsky, and then Ryan Lundmark. Did they bat 9 last time, Dad? Or is this? Oh, no. So Majewski got hit his last time up. This time he takes a couple of strikes. Strike 3. Strike zone expanding a hair here, potentially. Again, Daniel, he starts things in one spot. That's not where they're going to end up So that one looked like it might have dove low and away, but when it hit the front of the plate, it was at the knees. So Shramsky, that's ball one. Shramsky having a good day, a really nice number 9 batter. 3 for 3, 3 singles, and now he's 2-0 here. Scored twice for Cumberland. There's a little flare in the left field. Dane Lozier tracking it from the lefty and making the play. Mm-hmm. So there's 2 away. And the top of the order for the 5th time tonight. Curveball, nope. Lundmark is 0 for 1, 0 for 2, 1 for 4, it looks like. But he's reached base 3 out of the 4 times. Reached on a fielder's choice, came around to score in the first. Actually, wasn't that an error? Yeah, that was E5 to get him on. That ball is hit overhead, and another one in the. Yeah, Jared Gross. He's got some physical therapy coming. That one is hit foul down the line. 2-2. Daniel up to 46 pitches.
It's in the grass.
Did you get it? The 2-2 is low, so it'll be full. Three balls, 2 strikes. Ryan Lundmark, the leadoff batter in the lineup. Ground ball, Daniel snags it. The throw to first is in time. And a 1-2-3 inning for Grantsburg. And so no runs, no hits, nobody left. 11-4 the score. Things have really settled down here the last few innings. That is Gubin Stacy. I had them on in pregame. Let's see if they can. Let's see if I know they're watching. They're monitoring the. It stinks because I had all these issues. And they never have any issues on the softball game. Maybe they've turned it off. Gubin Stacy do all the softball games for us here in Grantsburg. Hey, they are still watching. They are treasures of Grantsburg. They pick an odd place to set up shop. I thought they might be in the danger zone there, but that would be about I don't know, it's 310 down the line. You add another 50 feet, so that's 360 into the wind. I don't know. Maybe, but then they'd get a souvenir. And it's kind of up a hill. If we had that wind out of the north like we have up until today. So the Pirates will bat here, 7, 8, 9 batters for Grantsburg. Vinny Vogeland, Levi Anderson, and Brady Gross. Although Brady probably won't bat. Did Carter? No. Who came in for Brady?
How about number 11, Vinny Vogeland?
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Maybe Brady is still in. Oh, yeah, Brady's playing third base. Duh. So pitching is Schmidt, his second inning of work, and just kind of fouled back. Curveball, and that's hit, and it finds right field. That's one of those that Cumberland's had a whole bunch of today, and Grantsburg strikes back.
Next batter's number 20, Levi Anderson.
So runner on first here, nobody out. Levi Anderson bats. Vinny Vogeland gets on via a hit. Second hit for Vinny. Good night for Vinny Vogeland. Decent lead at first. They're going to check him back safely. See how fast Vinny got up? He's ready to go. You don't have to lay there and wait and all this jazz. Just get up. I like it, Vinny. Schmidt sets and delivers. Swing and a miss by Anderson. That's strike one. Modest lead for Vinny. He's not going. That ball's high. That was a pitch out, it looked like. 11-4, the score. And the pitch. Anderson takes it either high or outside or both. 2-1. Swing and a miss. Look, he had a good offer at it, just came up empty. 2-2. Protecting the plate, but a little exaggerated there. That was a little bit high, but Levi makes contact, fouls it back. Count remains 2-2. That one stays high. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Vinny Vogeland led off the inning with a base hit, and now a full count here to Levi Anderson. Swing and a miss, and Schmidt comes back to get him. 1 out, and Brady Gross will bat.
Next batter's number 10, Brady Gross.
Bottom of the 6th inning. This is a number 9 batter. 7-run lead for Cumberland. We saw Grantsburg come back against Webster, this kind of deficit. That one's high. Cumberland, a much different team than Webster. Webster's struggling this year. They have 1 win in conference against Luck Frederick. Those two split the series. It's the only win either of them has. But they scored 7 runs against Grantsburg in the 2nd inning, but then Grantsburg in the third or the bottom half of the inning or the next inning, can't remember, scored 10. I think it was right away in the bottom half. That's ball low. Ah, shoot, I keep forgetting I have these. Yeah, I'll get to it later. 3-0 here to Brady. And he takes strike 1. Good take, good pitch. Just a fastball down the hard plate. So 3-1 with 1 away here. Vinny at first. That one stays high. Brings up the top of the order. Brock comes up, and that was the 21st pitch for Schmidt. Only had 7 in the first time, his first inning. And now Brock comes up. He is, how did he get on there? I can't see. Oh, it was an error, yeah. So he's 0 for 3, but he did get on in an error last inning and scored. That one stays high. Runners on first and second, 1 away. That's low and away. Timeout called. That's 23 pitches. Same coach is coming out. Not sure which one that is. Maybe Joe Serbiak. Oop. What are you doing? Welcome to Grantsburg. Oh, yeah, Natsburg. Yeah. Center fielder. It's a struggle. Yeah. It's a fact. We feel your pain. It's like, Coach, let's go. That is, in fact, Joe Serbiak, his first year. It's nice. Cumberland brought their own deals here. Cumberland has 23 games played versus Grantsburg's 16. Nice advantage there. So here we go. Runners on first and second. 11-4 the score. One away here as Brock Matheny bats. And he finds the outside part of the plate. 2-1. That one's hit, and that's going to find the right fielder. And Vinny Vogelin hesitates around third. The throw home is not in time. The runners will advance on the throw home, in fact. Some good aggressive base running for Grantsburg. And they have something cooking here. Second and third, and the number 2 batter, well, it's Daniel Nelson. Daniel is 1 for 2. Zach Rombach on deck with one away. First base is open. Here's the pitch. That one's high and away. 11-5. Grantsburg not giving up here. Trying to scrape and claw their way back into this one. It's a 6-run lead for Cumberland. That one's hit hard, but right to the third baseman. It'll score a run. The throw is in time. And runner stays at second. Brock stays at second with 2 outs. Rombach will bat. Rombach 1 for 3. Hit a shot to left field last time up, but caught out in left field. Vaughn Johnson. Here's the pitch. That's a ball. Runner on second, 2 away. That one he reaches out to, tries to find the right field gap, but it just finds the right fielder. So 1 for 4 for Zach, and I'm afraid the 500 year is going to be history, or maybe the future, but not this year. He's chasing 500. Good year for Zach Rombach. He probably won't get up again unless Grantsburg makes another huge comeback here in the 7th inning. But he does have one more. The Pirates have at least one more game left. Since we're talking about it, I can show you some of these record watches. I know on a phone it's going to be tough to see all this stuff, but you can see Zach coming into the game, batting .481. That's going to get hurt tonight, but he might be a little lower in the 470s. So still in the top 10 for batting average. Hits, he has 26. Now he has 27 trying to get. That's the bottom of the hits list, like I said. Grantsburg switched to spring ball in 2013, so to get on these lists after 2013 sometimes is pretty tough. So, but for runs, Mark Seeger has 23 runs, almost there. You can see the top guy is kind of the leader. So for hits, Brett Olson had 42 hits. That's the most in Grantsburg history. Steve Lozier, 44 runs, uncle to the Lozier boys. Caden Matheny's been hit 7 times. That's about to get on the hit by pitch record book that's through 16 games. Those other guys played summer ball. And there's a couple more records to look at. Stolen bases, Colton Lozier and Mark Seeger both trying to get on the top or on the list. Zach's thrown out 7 guys. Looking to get to 8 and tie Ricky. Strikeouts pitching, Levi and Colton both with 32 strikeouts in just, 27 2/3, 25 innings pitched. That's really good. And then actually Zach Rombach on there in a pitching category, 2 strikeouts per inning. So that's the record watch, trying to get up on the record board. This is David Olson. Daniel Nelson pitches again. That's just a solid knock to center. Very nice hit, and there's a runner on for Cumberland. Olson now 3 for 5. This is Peterson, followed by Johnson. Monty. This one's a pop-up behind second. Ranging back is Vinny. And Vogeland comes away with it, and there's 1 away. 2 pitches is all we've seen in the 7th inning, excuse me.
Number 11, Vaughn Johnson.
Vaughn Johnson. Runner goes. Swinging a foul. Spoiling it. Come on, man. What'd you do? Bump the camera. Ground ball, foul. So it's 0-2. Vaughn Johnson, then Uriah Johnson. Vaughn Johnson is 3 for 3. And a walk, nice. Oh boy. Rombach stops at the throw down to second. He is out at second, and that's a great play by Zach, and also I don't think he thought there would be a play. David Olson getting the stink on the way back to the dugout. I think he thought he had it, no problem. Zach's got a hose and gunned him down, so there's 2 away. That is number 8 for Zach on the season, and that puts him in tied for 3rd with Ricky Danielson, and now a strikeout. So a nice end to the game for Grantsburg. They played crappily the first half of the game, but the second half was not too bad. Pitching came around here and hitting as well, but now it'll be Grantsburg's last crack at it. It's Lozier, Seeger, and Lozier. Rombach's been the 3rd out twice tonight. Sort of uncommon. So Colton Lozier will bat to start off the 7th inning. So you can see if you can kind of pick apart the stats up top. I just put them on the top. If you can read them, his average coming into tonight's game is 304. Nice average. How is his on base 305? That can't possibly be right. Something's wrong there. What's his actual on base stat? We have that for Colton. But his slugging is 304 also. So slugging is your total bases on your hit divided by your at bats. Colton's on base. .317. Yeah. So I'm going to pull up my up-to-date stats. I think I might have goofed up on Colton's here, but let's see. Colton. Yeah, .317 average, on base, and slugging. So I didn't have his updated quite right, but it's okay. Sure. Nobody would have fact-checked it. So anyway, Colton's at .317, and he's, what is he today, 3 for 3? No, 2 for 3.
Leadoff for the Pirates, number 9, Colton Lozier.
New pitcher in there for Cumberland. It's Vaughn Johnson. Third pitcher of the. No. He was in. No, he wasn't. Swinging a miss or a foul. I think this is his first inning of work, Vaughn's. Because it was Schmidt prior. That's low. Ball one. A little bit of a fireballer out there. 6.91 ERA. Getting some work in here against Grantsburg. That one's a slow curve, and Colton fouling it away. Goob and Stacy have packed it up. They're going to beat the rush out of here. JV game is over too. There's a little golf swing, 3-hopper. Going to be tough. Colton is fast, and there won't be a play. I don't think he would have been able to throw him out anyway. So nice day for Colton Lozier. 3 for 4, and he's on first base. A leadoff single for Colton.
Now batting Mark Seeger, number 4.
And now Mark bats. Mark 0 for 2 with a walk. Looking to drive something here. Mama's watching Mark on the bus or at the Bob Evans or wherever they are. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. That's how you get 3. Bottom of the 7th inning, nobody out. Colton Lozier leads off of first base. That's strike 2. Nothing in 2 to Mark. Dane Lozier on deck. Strike 3. Caught him looking at an outside fastball right on the corner at the knees. Good pitch.
Dane Lozier.
Low and away for Dane. One down here, bottom of the 7th inning, a 5-run lead for the Beavers. Swing and a miss. Good fastball here by Johnson. And he knows Dane's kryptonite. Strike 3. 2 Ks in a row here for Johnson, and that brings up Vinny Vogeland, who has a couple of hits tonight. But
Now batting number 11, Vinny
how does this
Vogeland.
guy have such a high ERA? He's really firing it up there. 3 home runs against. Throw down to first, and Colton back safely. Strike 1. Usually like to see Colton take off here. He is always a threat to steal and leads the team. That one's in the dirt. Ooh, thought about it. And a strike to Vinny. Fouls that one away. The outfielders are taking their hats off and kind of shaking them around. Is that to keep the bugs away, or is that some kind of 2-strike? No, it's to keep the bugs away. Man, center fielder cannot wait to leave this place. And there's a little check swing. He's going to get his wish as Olsen gloves it and steps on first base for the final out of the game. So that's going to do it for this one. It was a sloppy start for Grantsburg. They came around and tried to chip away, settled things down, but Cumberland did get the best of them, played really well, had a lot of hits tonight. Haven't seen Grantsburg pitchers give up so many hits, but Cumberland with some good sticks, patient at bats, and good base running. Got them a nice early lead, and they never looked back. So congratulations to Cumberland. Cumberland goes to 12-12 now, evens their record on the season. Grantsburg drops to a 10-7, 8-3 in the conference. However, we'll do Russ Erickson Player of the Game. Wow, I think. Well, I have my thought. So, Cumberland fans, if there's anybody watching, we do this after every game. It's a Grantsburg Award that is in honor of Russ Erickson, who passed away in February, and just was a mainstay here at all ball games, served on the school board, just a huge part of the Grantsburg community. So, the Russ Erickson Player of the Game. I am going to go. Are you going to point to the same one I am? That's what I'm saying. Colton Lozier. I don't think there's any doubt about it. A triple. I think it was, what was he, 3 for 4, couple RBI. Yeah, he had a really nice game, Colton Lozier. And Colton will be, here, I could actually even, I can get super duper fancy. Hold on. It's going to take me a second. Here, Colton, where are you? Colton. There he is. Colton Lozier, Player of the Game. So that's going to wrap up the regular season for Grantsburg. And let's take a look at what they're doing next. If I can find it. Here it is. Here's the brackets. Grantsburg will be hosting Barron on Thursday. Cumberland will be on the have the bye, and they'll be hosting either Grantsburg or Barron on Tuesday. So these two teams, better than 50-50, will meet again on next Tuesday. So that is going to do it for us here. Thank you to my dad for doing the stats and my brother for doing the camera work. It's always nice when he comes and does that. Appreciate it. And my name is Bob Rombach. Thanks for watching high school baseball here on We Are Grantsburg, part of the We Are Network. Have a great night, everybody.
If you're asking me, I would say yeah, but I'd rather have a enclosed wiggle-proof stand.
Wiggle-proof?
Wiggle-proof.
Whoa, hey.
You feel that?
Just get down.
All right, guys, we'll see ya.
All right.
Love you, thank you. Love you too. Drive safe.